What's good, everybody? My name is Caleb.
My name is Vante. We co-host the Don't Let It Consume You podcast.
Tune in every Wednesday to hear us talk about various topics covering whatever it is that may be on our mind.
We continue to be true to being a non-definitive experience as we continue to cover lots of ground.
Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube, and also follow us on social media platforms at DLICY Podcast.
As always, thanks for listening.
And welcome back to a bonus episode of Don't Let It Consume You. We thought we would feed the basketball fans out there because we are very big basketball fans on the show, and we like to make NBA episodes here and there. And we didn't know if we wanted to make this canon or a part of the second season of the show. So we decided that we would throw this up on the YouTube and give the basketball fans some of our opinions, some of our takes when it comes to the NBA. And as most basketball fans know, we are currently on the second day of the NBA season. Opening night was last night. We had the Nets and the Warriors, and also the Lakers and the Clippers played last night. And tonight we had a full slate of games, which we'll probably go over some of the games, of course. But what's going on, bro? How we feeling?
It's only been a day since we last recorded, but
no, it hasn't. We recorded on Monday. Today's Wednesday. I mean, I guess it's been one day in between, but
that's what I meant. But like, I don't know. I guess I'm bringing some positive vibes. I guess once more, sister from another family helped me out with a Christmas meal. So we spreading positive vibes. She looking out for her little brother and everything. So shout out my sister Jess and my guy Charles. I always appreciate you guys. So. We bring in those Christmas holiday vibes. We're going to be fed. We're going to eat good. And, trying to spread some positivity in this holiday season since I'm the Grinch.
What?
I'm usually revered as the Grinch. So, I'm just trying to bring some
Duck
positive.
McScrooge or Scrooge McDuck.
Duck McScrooge.
Scrooge McDuck, my bad. I haven't watched DuckTales in a very long time. It's a classic cartoon.
Nah, but I'm just, we just getting by. We're ready for this paycheck tomorrow. Hopefully it's a big one.
Sir, I feel you, bro. I'm glad you got to come on here with some good news. That's like 2 episodes. That's like 5 episodes in a row, brother.
That is not 5 episodes in a row. That is
every episode that we've had this season. In the second season, you gave us some pretty good news.
That's cap. I think that's cap.
So you got to go back and listen. But I'm doing all right, man. I had a pretty productive day today. I was kind of busy, but we got a lot of stuff done. And I also got to check out some basketball tonight. I got to watch my team get their first dub of the season. My Pacers got a dub against the Knicks. Wasn't too surprised about it. We kind of struggled in the first half, getting used to our new coach. Shout out to Coach, got his first win as a head coach in the league. But
it was the Knicks.
Yeah, we did what we were supposed to do. I'm not saying that I was.
It was the Knicks.
Yeah, am I not supposed to be happy?
That's
my team
like flexing that you won against the Jets.
Am I not supposed to be happy that my team won?
Bro, it's like
it doesn't matter. A win is a win. It's in the dub column, bro. It's in the win column now.
All right, bro. It's the Knicks. It's the New York Knicks.
It doesn't matter, bro. It's a win is a win. You feel me? Like, we are coming off of an offseason where we had injuries. Sabonis didn't play in the bubble. TJ Warren got injured during the offseason. Miles Turner didn't play the last couple preseason games. So we were still trying to figure out how to play together. And we're also trying to get Oladipo back in the offense because obviously he didn't have a full season last year. So Oladipo is still trying to learn to play with TJ Warren and Malcolm Brogdon.
Oladipo trying to leave. What are you talking about?
Even if Oladipo leaves, we'll still have a solid core. We've been solid without him. We've made the playoffs twice pretty much without him.
Y'all not going to win the playoffs. Y'all get eliminated the first round.
Don't sleep on my team, bro. I'm not saying we're going to win.
I'm not sleeping on the Pacers, but I'm just saying, like, I don't see them winning a playoff.
The Domantas Sabonis will be an all-star again this season. I'm calling it right now. He had a great game tonight. I called it last season, very early in the season. I was like, Sabonis is going to be an all-star this year. Guess what happened? He became an all-star. So I'm going to call it right now, and I'm going to say that Sabonis is
Call it.
going to be an all-star this year, and I'll even go further and say he's going to make an all-NBA team.
Okay. I mean, I don't doubt any of that.
You still
So
sleeping on my team,
so
though.
I'm all I'm saying, bro. Y'all can't make it out the first round. Like, make it out the first round, then maybe we'll talk
Watch us make
different.
it out the first round this year.
If y'all, all right, if y'all go against the Heat again, y'all make it out the first round.
He just lost to the Magic tonight, so I don't know if
So to be determined.
TBD. So we're gonna start off this episode. We're just gonna go ahead and claim our teams now. I think it's very obvious that I'm claiming the Pacers as
Oh,
my
the
team for
Bulls.
the
Oh,
20.
I thought you were going to claim the Bulls.
No, I've never been a Chicago Bulls fan. Never
Damn.
will be. They're not a good team. They have some good young players, but they're not a good team.
Damn.
But I am going to go ahead and claim my Pacers for the 2020-21 season. That's been my team for all of my life. Always will be. I don't think I'll ever switch up, no matter how bad we are. So that'll be my team for the 2020-2021 season. It's weird
Lord,
saying that. Like it's
Lord
weird
have
saying that.
mercy. Oh
But
my goodness.
so I think it's pretty obvious who I was claiming anyway. But who is your team for this year, bro? You haven't really had a team for the last few
Whoa,
years.
whoa, chill out, chill out, chill out.
And a lot of our earlier episodes, you
Whoa,
said that you were
whoa,
becoming a Pacers fan, quote unquote, but it
whoa,
was really a joke. And then once we got
whoa.
swept in the first round, you
Hey,
were like, "Oh yeah, y'all got swept, y'all did this, y'all did that." And
because it
then
was funny. It was funny that y'all got swept.
and then for a while he was a Clippers fan
I
before
was
Kawhi and
whoa.
before
Okay, yeah, I was
when
about to say
Chris Paul
before
and
before
Blake and
Capone.
DeAndre Jordan
Yeah,
was
okay,
there, you was a
okay.
Clippers
Lob
fan.
City. I was a fan of Lob City,
And
but
so he hasn't had a team for a while. So who are you choosing for this upcoming season? Who is your team?
so obviously, probably, like I said in like last season, I'm pretty sure I said last season, my team 2020-2021 season, Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic is my favorite player in the league, and I will follow him wherever he goes. That's
All right.
honestly the only reason I'm really well. I also really do like the Dallas Mavericks organization. I think that's, I don't know, for some reason that just holds a special place in my heart, just because I think it's one of the best organizations, not only in the league but just one of the best ran organizations.
I agree.
They love their people, and the people appreciate them too. And honestly, if Porzingis can come back and quit getting injured every 3 seconds, I feel like Dallas would be a serious threat to the Lakers in the
A
West.
serious threat
So
to the Lakers.
yes,
What?
I'm
I
saying I think like in a 7 series game, I think that Dallas could probably beat the Lakers.
no. They won't
What?
beat the Lakers. That's crazy. I don't care how good Luca is. I love Luca. Luca is one of my favorite players too. But the Lakers, bro, the NBA champion Lakers, the LeBron and Anthony Davis led Lakers, you think?
I low key feel like the Lakers. I mean, I feel like the Lakers didn't pull any moves like this season that they're like tremendously better.
See, I don't think they're unbeatable. That's the thing. I don't think they're unbeatable. I just don't think
I don't
Dallas can beat
either.
them. I don't think Dallas can beat them. That's the thing.
I think Dallas could beat them
No, but LA, they made
because
good. They
I think look
upgraded
because
at
I think
every
Luca
position that
could
they
be.
really needed, though.
I feel like Luca, like low key, could pull off an MVP this year.
I agree. He probably could pull off an MVP this year. I would not be surprised if he won. But the thing is,
I'm gonna
we
follow
saw
my MVP to death. This
we saw
nigga
what
will go
the
ham on LeBron and AD.
nah, bro. He's not there yet. He's getting there, but he's not there yet.
I don't know. I know. I have full confidence in my man Luca.
See if Dallas
Like I told you about that Allstate insurance. They got that jersey insurance Wherever he goes, if somehow he goes to another team, I'm following him.
See, if Dallas could build like I don't know, if Dallas doesn't have the pieces around Luka and Porzingis to beat the Lakers.
Now, I
The
kind of
Lakers,
I I somewhat agree with you on that point because I like the team that they had last year for the 2019-2020 season a little bit more than I do this year. I'm a little bit sad that they got rid of Seth Curry. Um, but it's all good. I don't know. I feel like one that definitely Dallas is still a contender, and then two that I mean, shit, if Porzingis can come back maybe and like stay on the court for like 2 seconds, then shit, I think that's a dynamic duo, Porzingis and Luca.
it
But
is.
and
But
Porzingis keeps getting injured getting his kneecaps broken and shit.
I mean, he's a tall man and he's not like very built. So what kind of happens sometimes to like skinnier big men.
I don't know. I'm just praying for the Dallas Mavericks, and I'm praying for Luca, and I'm really hoping that he wins, that he plays and balls out to win an MVP this year.
He'll ball out this year, and he could win an MVP. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he won it. But speaking of MVPs, what's going on with James Harden down in Houston, bro?
Hey, what you mean? That ain't
What is
that?
this man? Oh,
I I'm not saying that I'm not a fan of James Harden, but like I've just never really been like on him like as much as other people. Yeah, I know that he's one of the greatest to like ever do it. I acknowledge that, but like I'm just not like a fan of just I don't know, just him or whatever.
see,
But
I've always
apparently
liked
he's
James
not
Harden. I've always been a James Harden, not stan, but I've always liked James Harden's game. Like I know a lot of people will say, "Oh, he
right.
doesn't play defense," but if you're actually watching the games, he's not a bad defender,
I
and
respect I respect his game.
he's one of the greatest scorers to ever play. He's a low key and underrated or not ball handler, but yeah, ball handler. But he's low key not a bad floor general. He gets his assists. You know, won an MVP, been an All Star pretty much every season aside from the seasons that he was in OKC. He's gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer, whether people like it or not.
Yeah, he's scoring
But
it up. He a field general, especially in the strip clubs, because that man been blowing that man been blowing money in the strip clubs, been throwing hella bands. I'm trying to. I don't
I mean,
think James Harden
I
wants to
think his
stay in
mentality,
Houston.
his mentality right now is like, I'm trying to leave Houston
I'm
anyway,
trying
so
to.
I'm gonna
Yeah. So
just like the thing is, I think a lot more people would feel a little bit different about it if this wasn't during COVID. Because imagine James Harden go to a strip club, he gets COVID, he goes to practice the next day, and then the whole team is infected.
well, I mean, that's why they canceled the game.
So I feel like if this wasn't under the circumstances of COVID, I feel like it wouldn't be as big of a deal. But since it is,
I agree with you there.
he's putting the whole team at risk.
I also don't like the fact that it was only like 50K. He probably dropped more than 50K in the strip club, bro. You know how many endorsement deals this man has?
Yeah, I have a pair of James Harden's first shoes. It's probably some of my favorite hooping shoes, low key.
But so we got to, of course, NBA season started. We got, of course, got to talk about the games yesterday because we'll get into the games today because some of them are still happening and only one is yet to happen, and that's my Mavericks versus Suns. But did you have any initial thoughts going into the games yesterday?
Uh, I thought when it came to Brooklyn and Golden State, I thought it was going to be a decent game. You know, Steph Curry is back, but they announced that Draymond wasn't going to play, and I was like, all right, they still might do okay. But then I was watching the game, and Brooklyn came out firing. Like Kyrie had 26 in the first half. KD was hooping like he never left.
Kyrie was being Kyrie, KD was being KD. That's all I love to see. You love to see it, man.
The
And
Nets offense looked ridiculous. And Steve Nash got his first dub as a head coach, which is cool to see.
Like my whole thing with the Nets is that like I will watch the Nets like very closely this year. And I do think they're probably the best team in the East. My thing is I worry. I'm one of those people that worry for KD. Like I worry that they might, too many minutes, like foot position, all that stuff. I'm not like watching his like feet just like endlessly, but like I don't know. I'm just kind of worried for KD, man. Like I don't want them to over push him, like push
But my
him like
thing is,
over
if
his
they
limits and
have,
stuff like that. And like he does look, and we've all said that if KD is like at least 70% of himself, he's still like an all-star. Like because
but
KD
if
is
they
just that
have
dude.
games like they had last night, he's not gonna have to play the whole game. That's the thing. If
No,
they're blowing teams out like they were last night, KD's only gonna have to play like 25 minutes a game.
and that's what I do like about the Nets because I do like Kyrie being there, and I do think that they have a good system like around those two. Um, I think I don't think that he has to like play as many minutes like always, but I feel like because my thing is when it comes to playoff time, like what's gonna like happen? Obviously, Nets are making playoffs. What teams they pair up against, how they gonna play against them, and how long is he gonna have to play against them to get a dub and to make it to the finals is basically what I put into question right now.
See, at this point, like they had a great game against a below average team at this point. We don't really know what the Warriors are going to be like. When Draymond comes back, I think they'll be a little bit better, but Clay's still not there. So they'll be not as bad as last year, but they won't be amazing. So Brooklyn comes out firing against a below average team. We'll see how it progresses over the next few weeks or so. They play Boston on Friday. That'll be an interesting matchup because Boston is obviously a lot better than Brooklyn, or not Brooklyn, but Golden State is.
Hmm.
So we'll see how they match up. They'll probably have Jason Tatum on KD, and that'll be a fun matchup to see. Jason Tatum had a game winner tonight against Milwaukee because Giannis choked at the free throw line. Shout out to Giannis. But yeah, we'll see how Brooklyn progresses. But when it comes to the Lakers and Clippers game last night,
Were you shocked
not
at the
really,
final result? You weren't shocked.
honestly, because the Clippers, they kind of came out on a mission, bro. They were trying to prove that they weren't the frauds that they're not the frauds anymore that they were last year. They're trying to come out and say, we got Ibaka now, we got Nick Batum now. We're about to come out and spoil this championship ring ceremony. And that's what they did. Paul George had a really good game. He had great shooting splits. He put up 33. And Kawhi, he played a okay game. He didn't really have a great shooting game. He went 10 for 26 from the field. But, his defense always there. Kawhi never really lacks on defense. And also, Ibaka had a really good first game as a Clipper, 15.6 rebounds. But on the Lakers side, Anthony Davis, he didn't really get a lot of shots. He only got 15 shots, and that's a problem for the Lakers. AD needs more shots. Bron only got 17, only 22 points. So they definitely came out a little bit more lackadaisical than they probably should have. The
Especially first quarter.
championship high was definitely in effect. And also, I don't know if you want to take that into account, but the fact that them in Miami had the shortest offseason out of everybody in the league also could have been a factor too. So they kind of had to go back into regular season mode not even 2 months after the finals. So
Right.
that definitely could have been a factor as well. I think that Montrezl Harrell had a pretty good game last night. I saw him working out there really hard. And they need to get rid of Kuzma, bro. I know
But
he
you
just
gotta
signed.
What you got against Kuzma, bro? Yeah, I was about to say, wasn't it
He just
like
signed that extension, but I don't know how good for that or how good that was for the Lakers.
wasn't it like three or 5 years?
I think
I
he got
forget.
3 years.
3.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why you hating on Kuzma. Kuzma
I'm
the
not even
future,
hating
bro.
on I'm not even hating on Kuzma. The fact is Taylor Horton Tucker should be getting more minutes than Kuzma,
You
low
think
key.
you think Danny Green should have stayed?
No. Danny Green had a
would you
terrible
would you
game tonight.
would you trade Danny Green for Kuzma?
No, not at all.
Damn. Sleeping on Danny Green got 2 rings, bro. Or 3 rings, actually.
Yeah, he does got 3 rings. You know who else has a bunch of rings? I don't know. I can't think of anybody
I
trash off
was
top.
about to say.
Anybody
I
trash
was
off
about
top
to say.
that has a ring. But
Y'all,
there are a
y'all,
bunch of trash players who get
y'all
rings. I don't
stay
think
sleeping
Danny
on
Green
Danny
is.
Green. Danny Green got 3 rings, bro. Man, that
I don't even
man
think like my thing is I don't even think Danny Green is trash. He's just had
stay
a
getting chips,
really
bro.
rough season
When
last
doesn't
year.
he? When doesn't he, bro?
He had a really rough 2019 finals in Toronto, and then he got to LA. He had a really rough season there, and then he had a rough first game in Philly. So maybe Danny Green is just time to hang it up, bro.
With 3 rings, my man's still hunting, bro. What you talking about?
I mean, he's getting older. Like it's not like he's 24, so but he's not like super old to where he can retire. If he can just hit a couple threes a game, it's like he's not even doing that though. He's not even hitting like three threes a game, bro. All he has to do is hit a few threes a game and play defense. That's literally all he has to do.
I don't know, man. But moving on to a couple of the games today. Um, Spurs just beat the Grizzlies. Um, Hawks just beat the Bulls, and Timberwolves actually pulled a win against the Pistons. I know they were down when we started talking, but yeah. Then we got
Yeah,
Kings Nuggets still going on. Jazz and Trailblazers just started, and then Mavericks and Suns is set to start any moment. Um, do you have any like? Do you personally have any team that is overlooked right now that you think is going to shine this year?
um, I kind of want to say the Hawks.
The Hawks.
Yeah,
Yeah, honestly, that's not a bad. I wouldn't actually say that's a bad pick.
like my thing is they're young. They have a few guys on their team that have been there for a few years now. Trey Young, this is his third season. First time All Star last year. He'll probably be an All Star again this year. John Collins is another great young player. He got into a little PED trouble last year, but he kind of got out of that phase and he's been hooping. He was on my fantasy team last year. Shout out to John Collins. And they also picked up Gallinari in the offseason, got Rondo. He'll be a mentor to Trey Young. And they have good young pieces off the bench too. They got Bogdanovich from Sacramento, and then Kevin Herter is also a really good 3-point shooter. So I really think that the Hawks can make some noise. Maybe I think maybe they can get like a seventh or an eighth seed in the playoffs this year in the East.
Okay.
I also think we might be overlooking the Wizards just a little bit
I was actually about to say I was actually gonna choose the Wizards.
because even though they lost tonight against Philly, I think Westbrook and Bradley Beal will be a good pair together. And then also Westbrook is back with his old coach Scotty Brooks that he had back in OKC for first almost decade in the league. So uh, I think the Wizards will be better, obviously, than they were last year. Obviously, healthy Russell Westbrook is better than an injured John Wall. So
Absolutely.
uh, I think they might be competing for that seventh, eighth spot too because Bertans had a good game tonight. Thomas Bryant is a decent young center from IU, and really the only thing that's lacking for them is kind of their bench outside of Bertans. But I think the Wizards might make a little bit of noise throughout the year.
So you think they're bound to make the playoffs, but just like as a lower seed?
Yeah, I think so. Like if I had to choose somebody to drop out, it would probably be Orlando.
I see that. Yeah, I was solely gonna choose Wizards just based on that combination of Westbrook and Bradley Beal. So people always say they got shooters like they got Bradley Beal, bro.
Bradley Beal, that's my guy. They snubbed my guy out of an All-Star appearance last year. Who do you think will be better in the West though? Because I just named a bunch of East teams.
In the West,
Yeah,
honestly,
I think
because
Phoenix will be better, obviously, because of Chris Paul.
yes, um,
But
I've
and I
I've
think the Pelicans will be better too.
some people say the Kings, but I don't see that happening.
The
Really,
Kings, they didn't really make any moves this offseason. They drafted
yeah, that
Tyrese Halliburton. He's pretty good. He'll be a good rookie for them. They just extended De'Aaron Fox. If Marvin Bagley can stay healthy, they might be a little bit better, but I don't see them making the playoffs.
yeah for like the West, regardless of what anybody says, is still kind of like packed right now. I
It's
mean,
stacked, bro.
I like that. That's what I mean. Like you know which teams are like kind of like it right now, and then which teams are kind of like on the mess kind of side.
Like
Um,
my thing is obviously the Thunder probably aren't going to make the playoffs this year.
no,
So somebody's gonna. They were probably the only team from last year that probably isn't going to make it, and the team that I can see this team I can see replacing them is probably Phoenix.
Phoenix Suns. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of like right there with you. Um, yeah, honestly, I'm right there with you. I think you said Pelicans might be better this season. I
Because
think they're probably.
they'll get a full season of Zion this year. They didn't have that last year.
You think Zion could pull off MVP this year?
No,
Do you think Zion is gonna end up moving to like a what team would you like to see Zion on?
I mean the Pelicans. I mean I feel like he's good there because imagine if he went to somewhere like the Knicks. They don't develop their players at all very well.
They could build around him.
Who was the last young player that the Knicks built around? They couldn't do it with Porzingis. Obviously, he's in Dallas now. So
Well, yeah, you
they
have
gave up. They
Porzingis, but they
gave
gave
up on
up Porzingis.
Porzingis. They gave up on Porzingis like 3 years into his
So it
career,
sounds
bro.
like they need new management.
They need to like. I know a lot of Knicks fans want Dolan to sell the team, and even as a non-Knicks fan, I agree because he's not a good owner.
You want
But
to know why I think that the Knicks? This is my conspiracy theory. So most me and you both, we love First Take with Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman. And you know that Stephen A. Smith gives so much shit to the Dallas Cowboys.
all right,
I feel like it's karma that he loves the New York Knicks and that they just stay so ass.
yeah,
That's my conspiracy theory that the world is just like, all right, you can clown on the Dallas Cowboys, we'll give you that, but your beloved New York Knicks, they ain't gonna be shit.
yeah, the Knicks, they somehow didn't finish with the worst record in the East last year, but it was only by like a couple games. They're not gonna make a lot of noise this year. RJ Barrett, I hope he does good because I like RJ Barrett. He had a kind of a rough rookie year, but I like him. I hope that he kind of develops. He had a good game tonight against the Pacers, but I hope he develops into a good player, good NBA player. They didn't really make a lot of great offseason moves. They drafted Emmanuel quickly. He's pretty good. I really like his game. And then aside from that, man, like I don't really see them doing much, honestly. But it's the Knicks. I didn't really expect them to do much.
All right, I feel you there.
So who do you have for MVP, bro? Is it Luca? Are you
You
firm on
already
Luca for
know. You
MVP?
already know. It's Luka Doncic all the way, bro. It's all the way, bro. I'm hoping that he pulls off an MVP. I already know that he's gonna ball out. third year. He's excited. I'm excited. Dallas is excited. I feel the energy from here. I'm not even watching the game. I should be watching the game, but we're recording right now.
So you
But
are for sure set on Luca for MVP
I'm
this
for
year.
sure set on Luca. I think he's either first or second in like just people's like opinion on who's gonna win MVP. A lot of people think that Giannis is gonna pull a third. Which has that ever happened before?
Three MVPs in a row. Jordan may have did it.
Oh yeah, I was about to say I thought Jordan may have did it, but yeah, a lot of
I'm about to
people. I don't
fact
know.
check.
I don't think that Giannis will. I think Giannis is still gonna ball. I think Giannis is still gonna be a powerhouse like he is. I think he's still gonna be in the conversation at MVP. I just don't think that he's gonna like because I see the Bucks being like probably like first, second, third in the East, but like I don't see him like pulling off another MVP this year.
The only way I can see Luca winning MVP is if he leads Dallas to a second or first seed, and I don't think first seed is happening. Second, maybe, but I think he has to lead Dallas to an extremely good record for the voters to give him MVP.
Cause because in my opinion, and this isn't even a hot take, I think low key AD can pull off a MVP before Giannis this year.
Giannis this year, maybe. Like my thing is AD. It would be hard for him to win it just because LeBron is there. Because LeBron could damn near win it. That's the thing. Like they got two MVP candidates on their team, so I
Like
don't
you said,
know.
I think AD, like obviously it's only been like one game. Obviously, we can't like say a lot of things, but like honestly, if AD balls out and obviously shoots more and becomes a proficient shooter like he already is, and obviously he's the notion in LA for the Lakers is that AD is going to take over the reins once LeBron is done. Um, Obviously, we don't know when the fuck LeBron is going to be done because LeBron is LeBron, and this man is like, oh, a decline. What the fuck is that? So I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you because LeBron is there. It's going to be harder for him to like kind of stand out as an MVP, but low key,
So fact check on the three MVPs in a row. There are three players in the history of the league to win three MVPs. Bill Russell won it 61,
mm-hmm,
62, 63. Wilt
mm-hmm,
Chamberlain won it 66, 67, 68. And then Larry Bird won it 84, 85, 86.
mm. You think Giannis is good enough to be with those people? Those are legends, by the way.
He I think he'll have a chance to win it this year. I just don't think he'll do it because there's really been nobody in the modern NBA to win three MVPs in a row except for Larry Bird, like I just said. So uh
Facts.
they wouldn't even give Jordan three MVPs in a row because voter fatigue, I think, is a real thing. I don't think they want people to I don't think they don't want one person to win three MVPs in a row.
I do know one person that does deserve MVP though.
Who?
Danny Green.
Stop it. I'll win an MVP
Three
before
chips,
Danny Green.
bro. Three chips, bro. Don't sleep.
I'll win an MVP before Danny Green. Need to call me.
Oh my goodness. Did I ask you who you got for the Mavs versus the Suns, by the way, tonight?
I think the Mavs will probably win.
I was about to say I'm gonna end this shit. I'm gonna get off this call right now if you say the
But the thing is, like, I
Suns.
wouldn't be surprised if Phoenix won it either, though, because they kind of retooled a little bit too. You know, they got Jay Crowder from Miami. Obviously,
Yes.
Chris Paul is there. Chris Paul worked great with
David
Devin Booker
Book.
and DeAndre Ayton. Bridges is starting now, and then they also got a lot of the same team that they had last year, and they obviously went 8-0 in the bubble. Didn't make the playoffs, unfortunately, but they balled out in the bubble. And all those guys plus Chris Paul is a good recipe, in my opinion. So
Good recipe. You think they're gonna get to like basically? You think they're gonna be like OKC and like make a playoffs, but just not like do
they'll
much?
be they'll be better than OKC was. I think they have a better team than OKC did last year
Okay, I respect that.
because obviously OKC didn't have a Devin Booker type player.
But one of the realest question is that do you have anybody for rookie of the year right now? Like, do you
James
think
Wiseman from Golden State.
James Wiseman? Really?
Yes.
That's a really good pick. I don't know if I could argue that at all.
He had a pretty good game for his first game last night, but he will get a lot of playing time this year. He'll get a lot of learning experiences. Maybe Patrick Williams in Chicago. I don't
You don't
know
think
how he.
Anthony Edwards could do it on the Timberwolves? Why not?
I just don't like his attitude, bro. He's very arrogant to me. He comes off as arrogant, and there's nothing wrong with being confident. But this man was like, you know, I don't even love playing basketball. Man is the first overall pick in the draft. He's like, I like football better. Like, why would you say that? Right before you get drafted. If I was a team, I would stay away from that. And I hope Anthony Edwards does good in the league. But
I was about to say he's paired with the Timberwolves. You got Carl Anthony Towns and shit.
like I think he'll be a decent NBA player, but I don't know if he'll be like I don't know if he'll ever be the guy, especially in Minnesota, because Carl Anthony Towns is there.
And then of course I gotta ask, you don't have LaMelo Ball being anywhere near that?
No, I don't. I
Why
think
not?
because LaMelo for him, I think it's gonna take some time for him to get used to the league. He obviously has had some pro ball experience overseas in Australia and in Lithuania. So he's been a pro for a minute. He's played pro ball for a minute, but this is the NBA. It's a little different. So I don't know if he didn't really have a great game tonight. He didn't play a lot tonight, but uh,
He played. He had 0 points.
yeah, he played, but he didn't play a lot.
16 minutes, 0 points. Zero for
Also,
five. Zero for
but
five.
but I think my dark horse rookie of the year pick is Cole Anthony. 'Cause Cole Anthony had a really good preseason, and I think he'll get a decent amount of playing time in Orlando. He'll get his minutes. He'll be able to pretty much run that second unit on offense. And he's coming off of a surgery from college, but I think he'll be all right. He looked really good in the preseason. So that's my dark horse pick for rookie of the year. But my pick for real is James Wiseman.
I'm probably gonna have to go and agree with you on James Wiseman because it's kind of really hard to go against James Wiseman. My dark horse. I'm gonna just go with the crowd and say LaMelo. I don't know because my thing is it's like all these rookies were put on like, and obviously they were supposed to be put on like not so good teams and stuff like that. But I don't know. LaMelo kind of didn't impress against game tonight, and then you got others, and I do agree with you on the attitude thing with Anthony Edwards. I didn't know he said that,
Yeah,
but I,
bro.
I knew I knew that he was like known to like
This
I
man
don't
didn't
know.
even wear a suit to the draft. This man was in jeans and like a bomber jacket. Literally every other draft pick was in a suit.
Damn, but
I
I
hope
don't
he
know.
does. I hope he does good though. Like I hope he does well. I just don't think he'll win rookie of the year.
Hey, shout out Anthony Edwards if you ever want to come on the Don't Let It Consume You podcast and talk about your fit for the draft. You were always welcome.
Come on here, young gunner.
Do you have a defensive player of the year?
Anthony Davis.
So you think he could win defensive player of the year, but not
MVP.
MVP?
Yeah, because I thought he should have won it last year.
Really?
Yeah, I thought Anthony Davis should have won Defensive Player of the Year over Giannis.
I don't have a defensive player of the year, honestly.
My dark horse defensive player of the year, I might just be no, I'm not even gonna say
Whoa, hold on, wait. What
that.
is it? A hot take? What's up?
I mean, it's not a hot take,
So who you
but
got? Who's your dark horse?
I was gonna say Miles Turner just because he had a great game tonight. And he had 8 blocks, bro.
Bruh, oh my goodness.
He had 8 blocks. But the thing about Miles, he's not a good post defender. He's a great rim protector, but he's not a great post defender, especially with centers who are bigger than him, strength wise. So, because Miles Turner, when it comes to defense, he's a shot blocker, and that's it. Anthony Davis is obviously way more rounded on defense. Anthony Davis block shots. He's just a good defender overall. So
Yeah, honestly, I don't really have a defensive player of the year. I just usually wait until I like see somebody. I don't know. Anthony Davis. I honestly, it's kind of hard to bet against Davis. You think LeBron could do it?
no, Rudy Gobert might.
Rudy Gobert?
Yeah, he already got 2 defensive player of the years. I don't know why he wouldn't win a third one.
I mean, yeah, all right.
Then I think maybe Giannis again.
How many defensive does he have?
Just the one last year.
Just the one.
I think low key. I feel like they should like consider more guards or smaller players for defensive player. Even though Ben Simmons isn't super big or not, I mean super small. He's a great defender. I feel like he might get some more consideration this year.
Wait, you don't? Do you think Bam could win it? Bam Adebayo?
I don't know.
You don't think Bam could win it?
Nah.
What about Joel?
Over.
What about Embiid?
I don't think they're winning it over AD or Gobert.
I low key feel like if I had to choose like right now, I could put Bam as mine. I'm not confident in it, but I do like me some Bam Adebayo.
So yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and go with AD. This is a safe pick.
That is a safe pick.
So Andy should have won it last year, so I feel like he probably doesn't care about it like that because obviously people care about rings more. But
Right.
he's probably like, you know what, I should have won it last year. Bron low key should have won MVP last year, so I'm coming for that DPOY this year.
Okay, I feel that.
Surprised you didn't say Danny Green.
No, I mean I already said Danny Green for MVP, so
Surprised you didn't say Jamal Murray.
three. Hey, I still hey, first of all, my point was taken out of context in that TikTok.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
How was it taken out of context?
I said that if he plays like he played in the playoffs, I didn't just say like just fucking ball. If he plays like he played in the playoffs against the Clippers.
No, literally, that's what everybody in the comments of that TikTok was saying the same thing. So I feel like they got the context.
No, I don't feel like they got the context. I feel like they just
no. People in the comments were like, "Oh, people see this one playoff run and they think this man is the next coming to Jesus."
All I said was that if he keeps doing that, then yeah,
you're supposed to turn it up in the playoffs, though. Not everybody is gonna play that like that all the way throughout the regular season.
That's all I said. I ain't say
Jamal Murray's not built like that, bro. I don't think so.
I still love you some Jamal Murray though.
Bro.
All right, Jamal Murray for MVP.
Stop. All right, so who do you have winning most improved though? Who do you think is gonna make that jump this year?
Dwight Howard.
Oh no.
Dwight. What you mean? No.
Why would Dwight Howard win most improved player?
Because y'all sleep. My man got a ring now, so now he got to prove.
Okay, he's not winning another ring this year. Not in Philly.
Bro, he on this. Yes, he gonna win in Philly, bro.
Bro, if the Sixers win a ring, this year, I'll cash app you $100.
Facts.
Yes. I'm not playing.
No, I don't know. I would probably say if I had to like Most improved. I can see. I don't know if Zion would count. I could see a
Nah.
Zion. I
So,
don't.
I mean, sometimes players win most improved in their like second year, but I doubt that Zion will win.
Um, maybe if you wanted to put like why can I not think of it? He's also on the 76ers. Uh
Ben
Simmons.
Simmons?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, Ben Simmons. He's too good already to win it most improved.
You think so?
Yeah, bro. He's been an All Star twice already. I mean, Jamal Murray could win most improved.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, we still on the Jamal Murray train. Yes,
Not
still going
MVP,
strong.
but
MVP, MVP.
most improved. I will give you that. I also think Christian Wood in Houston, he had a pretty good season last year in Detroit. And I think he has a really underrated game. You know, he has a high motor. So
Oh, of
I
course.
also think Christian Wood could low key get
Would
most
you
improved.
would you say the boy out in Miami, Tyler Hero?
Possibly.
I like that. I really do like that. Shout out my boy Tyler Hero out here winning, just straight up winning.
Is Jack Harlow the Tyler Hero of the rap game?
Absolutely, bro.
I agree.
100%. 100%. That's not even a hot take. That's 100. That's a fact right there. That's not even an opinion.
Shout out to Jack Harlow, the best white rapper of the last 5 years.
And shout out Jack Harlow.
But I think I'm gonna take for most improved either Jamal Murray, DeAndre Ayton, just because he's playing with Chris Paul now, and I feel like that'll be good for him in his development. And also Christian Wood. I can't really decide between those three. So Jamal, Ayton, or Christian Wood. Or even Kobe White in Chicago. Because Kobe White, he had a really good ending to his rookie year last year. And Kobe White, I really like his game. So there are a few players that can win it, honestly.
All right. So I got Tyler Hero, Jamal Murray, and Danny Green.
Stop it. I'll cash up you $200 if somehow, some way, Danny Green wins
Bro, I'm praying on
most
it, bro.
improved player.
I'm praying on it so
He's
much.
too old to win most improved player. I don't even know who like the oldest player to ever win most improved player ever
Bro, he's
was.
like 33.
That's too old, bro. If Danny Green was like nobody at all, if he was nobody, like, and he just came onto the scene and just balled out of nowhere, I would be like, okay, maybe he'll win in the most improved player. But this man had been around since like 2009, bro. This man, Danny Green has been in the league since we were like fifth grade, bro. He's
Hey, still making that bank though. So like, it's all about longevity. He looked at LeBron and he was like, it's all about longevity, bro.
But Danny Green is not LeBron.
3 rings, bro. He almost there.
A lot of players got 3 rings, bro.
Hey, he almost there. He on
A
that
lot
level.
of players got 3 rings.
There's LeBron and then there's Danny Green.
But I don't even think I said who I think is going to win MVP. Did I?
You said AD.
I said that for defensive player.
Oh, you said that for defensive. Did you choose an MVP? I don't think you did choose an MVP.
I don't know. Like I want to say Luka too, low-key. But I
Now
also
you
want
want
to
to
say
choose Luka.
like I think Giannis would be the safe pick, but I don't see them giving him MVP 3 years in a row.
I mean, yeah, but like the only other choice would be either AD or
LeBron.
Luka.
LeBron.
I don't know. Giving LeBron an MVP, like depending on how he like balls out this year, and I'm not saying that he can't. I'm just saying like I don't know, man. I need somebody to dethrone the king, man.
Dark horse MVP pick, Jason Tatum.
Dark horse MVP pick, Jamal Murray, bro. We on this Jamal Murray train.
Stop it.
Woo, woo. We
You
on
were
the
Jamal
Jamal
Murray's
Murray.
biggest fan.
It
Oh,
goes Luca, it goes Jamal Murray, and then it goes Danny Green.
and those are your favorite players in the league
My
right
favorite
now.
players in the league. Honorable mention, Dwight Howard. I love people that can
No.
ball, bro.
I don't know if Danny Green is balling right now.
I love people that can ball. Shout out all those people.
So yeah, my
Um,
dark horse MVP pick is Jason Tatum. I think Jason Tatum had a great season last year. I think he'll be even better this year, honestly. I also think Boston, they might be better without Gordon Hayward. You know, Gordon Hayward never really fit with the young guys, and he couldn't really stay healthy. I hope Gordon Hayward does well in Charlotte because I like Gordon Hayward. I've always liked his game, especially since he's from Indy. So
do you think he was worth a contract?
absolutely not.
Absolutely
No,
not. No, I'm
no.
glad you agree.
But yeah, dark horse for MVP is Jason Tatum. So if I had to go over my who I have for MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and Most Improved, for MVP, I'm gonna go ahead and say A. No, I'm not gonna say AD. I don't know, bro.
You want to so
I want
badly.
to say like my thing is I want to say Giannis, bro, but I don't see them giving it to him 3 years in a row. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do for for this year, 2020, 2021 MVP. I have Giannis winning if the MVP voters don't have voter fatigue because they're probably not going to give it to him 3 years in a row. For Defensive Player of the Year, I have AD. For Most Improved Player, I have either Christian Wood or DeAndre Ayton. And for Rookie of the Year, I have James Wiseman, and my dark horse would be Cole Anthony.
Um, MVP for me, you already know, Luka Doncic. Defensive Player of the Year, I really can't choose one. Like I would probably choose Bam Adebayo. Most Improved, I would say Tyler Hero. I do like that pick. And then Rookie of the Year, yeah, James Wiseman.
Pretty good picks. So we've made our predictions for NBA awards. So who's winning the chip this year, bro?
Dallas. What?
Stop it.
What is
Stop
this a
it.
question?
You got Dallas winning the NBA
Dallas
championship
Mavericks,
this
bro.
year. No.
Knocking off the Lakers, bro.
Bro, the Mavs can't even beat Denver.
Chill out, bro.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Don't put my two favorite people in Luca and Jamal Murray against each other. I don't like that.
Exactly. They're not gonna win, bro. Like, I don't
Um,
think that Dallas can really get over that hump necessarily against Denver, at least.
no, I'm like, so I want Dallas Mavericks to win all the way, but realistically, if I did have to choose, honestly, I'm not trying to jump on the bandwagon, but honestly, if Nets keep playing like this, like I feel like Brooklyn might take a chip. They said they competed for chips. I feel like this is a prime team with a prime offense and a good defense. They may not have, I don't know if they're as stacked as the Lakers is, but I feel like in a 7-game series, I feel like, Brooklyn Nets might be able to do it.
See,
I
obviously,
would love to see some Kyrie versus LeBron action. I don't care what people keep saying about KD and 80. I'm trying to see some LeBron versus Kyrie. I'm trying to see LeBron throw hands on the court, bro. I want him to
bro,
lose his cool.
LeBron is not
Lose
about
his
to
shit.
throw hands with Kyrie.
Who can't take the last shot? Who don't feel comfortable taking the last shot? Throw hands
LeBron,
right then and
bro,
there, bro. Hell
LeBron is
no.
not about to throw hands with
Nah,
Kyrie,
he
bro.
taking offense, bro. Who can't take the last shot? Who do
I mean,
you
he
don't feel
did take
comfortable with me
offense
taking the
to it.
last?
Because I mean, if I was LeBron, I'd probably take offense too to Kyrie
Hell yeah, I
saying,
would take
you know,
offense
I'm
to it.
finally with somebody who can take the last shot. That's not me.
Hell yeah.
I would take offense to that too, but he's not about to throw hands over it.
Nah, I'm trying to see LeBron lose is cool, bro. So for me, I gotta choose the Nets because it's like, and I know you can look at the West and be like, well, you could say Lakers, you could damn near still say Clippers because I think Clippers are gonna come back harder than they did last year. Um, don't know about
Agreed.
Warriors. Not seeing Trailblazers really do anything. Honestly, that's
You don't think the Blazers can
I think
make the
Blazers will make
playoffs?
playoffs. No, I think Blazers can make the playoffs. I don't see them making conference finals.
I don't either, but I don't know, man. They shocked us a couple years ago when they made the conference finals. They got swept by the Warriors, obviously, but they made it.
They made it. Um, I don't know about Houston because obviously, look,
Yeah, we don't
James
know.
Harden, James Harden, though, obviously don't want to play.
I think Houston, they'll probably, if they can get all the drama sorted out, and if James Harden decides he wants to stay, I think they'll probably be around the same seed
Right.
that they were last year, have a similar record. But if that drama continues, that is going to be terrible for the team. And I think they'll make the playoffs just based off the talent of John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins and a few of their surrounding pieces.
Hmm.
But James Harden is going to be a big factor in that happening, whether he's there or not.
Right. Because in the West, honestly, the top two teams are still both LA teams, and then you have Denver, you have Mavericks, um, and then everything else is kind of just like yeah, they could do it, but like, can they really do it? Team like the Jazz, the Trailblazers, and stuff like that, and the Rockets and stuff. So it's like, I don't know. But honestly, I like the East right now. This is like one of the best times for the East right now because usually the East is always slept on. So I would like to choose the Nets to win the chip this year.
Mm. Honestly, don't know who I think is going to win the chip this year. I want to say that the Lakers are going to repeat
They calling it a repeat out here in these streets, bro.
because in the West is obviously going to be way tougher than it was. Well, not way tougher because Houston is going to drop off, whether Harden is there or not, I think.
Yeah, and then Suns is kind of gonna be like
The Suns will
there,
be
but
better.
not there. That right, they're gonna be
Like the
better,
thing
but they're
about the
not.
Suns, the only person on their team with real playoff experiences, Chris Paul, and then obviously Jay Crowder has had deep playoff runs with the Celtics, and obviously was in the finals last year with Miami.
Hmm.
But I
Warriors
don't.
still up in there. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think the Warriors will make the playoffs. What you think?
Warriors making the playoffs. Honestly, the way that it's looking right now, I don't think so.
Yes.
But
I
then
feel
again, do you
bad
do you
for him,
really
bro.
do you really
Low
think
key.
that do you really think that Wiseman could still win like rookie if they don't?
Yeah, most rookie of the years don't make the playoffs.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, yeah, I mean, most good rookies are on bad teams.
I don't know, but Warriors was supposed to compete with like the notion going into the season was Warriors supposed to compete with
But that
both
was
LA
before
teams, but that was before,
that
yeah,
was
we yeah,
before Clay
that
got
was before
injured.
Clay, and then yeah, so god damn,
So
bro.
I think Malcolm was the last rookie of the year to actually have his team make the playoffs.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
six seed.
there were six in the East. So shout out to my guy Malcolm. Obviously, he's a pacer now. Very happy to have him here. But yeah, he was the last rookie of the year to make the playoffs, bro. Ja almost made it last year, but
Mm.
shout out to Ja Morant, one of my favorite young players.
So Fate of the universe on the line, of course. Who do you have winning this shit, bro? And please say the Miami Heat, because that's my
The
dark
Mi-
horse, by the way.
Why? The Miami Heat are not getting back to the finals. If they had any chance of winning, it was last year.
Bro, I feel like the most underrated team, and I meant to say this when we are actually talking about underrated teams. Low key, I feel like Heat could low key make the playoffs again. They have a good squad.
They will make the playoffs, but they're not making the finals.
I feel like they could repeat what they did last year.
No.
Yes,
I
I feel
honestly,
like
bro,
they could
The
repeat.
Bucks have a better chance of making the finals than the Heat do.
Really? No, I'm just
Yes.
kidding. I'm messing with you. But nah, like I don't know. I see them in the playoffs, and I feel like they would be that underdog again. Because I feel like every year
I
we
mean,
need an
they will
underdog.
be an underdog again just because they didn't really make any crazy moves this offseason. I mean, they lost Jay Crowder, which was a key piece,
Yes.
but they signed Mo Harkless, which he's not a bad player. He kind of fills in for that Jay Crowder role, but I honestly think that they probably won't make the finals again. I feel like that's pretty clear. I feel like the people who are the two teams that will most likely, or the three teams that are most likely come out of the East will be Milwaukee, Brooklyn, and
Nets
Boston.
and Boston. All right. I don't know. I don't want to see Boston win at all. By the way,
Why not? I would like to. I would be
I
cool to
don't.
see
I do
Jason
not
Tatum
like
and
the
Jalen
Boston team.
Brown
I do not like the
get a
Boston
ring.
team. No.
I would be cool seeing Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown and Kimba getting a ring, especially Kimba, bro. Kimba had to stay in Charlotte all those trash years, bro.
He should go
I would,
back.
I would feel good for Kimba.
He needs to go back.
He needs to go back. No, he
He got
does
to go
not.
back, bro. He got to save the franchise, bro.
Bro, when Kimba left Charlotte, he was like, I'll take a pay cut to stay here. And Charlotte was like, nah, you can go ahead and go wherever you want. And then they ended up signing Terry Rozier to a big contract.
Shout out Terry Rozier, dropping 42 tonight. It was still
Most
an
hood,
L.
most hood
It was
NBA.
still an L, but my man dropped 42 tonight. So shout out Terry Rozier.
Terry Rozier, he's a hooper when he wants to. Like he's low key. You ever hear like rappers who can rap when they want to?
Yes.
Terry Rozier is basically that, but basketball for him.
Loki, I think Terry Rozier might be my dad, bro.
How?
My dad's first name is Terry.
So how would, bro? Terry Rozier is like 26. How would he be your dad? This man
I
only like
don't
4 years older than you, bro.
know. I don't know, man. But he's 26.
Terry Rozier is like 26, bro.
Are you dead ass? That man looks
Yes.
like fucking 37, bro.
That's what the streets do to you.
That's what the streets do. But
That's what the streets do to you, bro.
I was honestly, who do you have? Who do you have?
Uh, Safe pick to win the chip next year, I think, is the
I'm gonna
Lakers.
say it.
But I also think, bro, I really have a feeling. Obviously, I would love for my Pacers to win the championship. I would
Oh my
love for that
god.
to happen.
So
If the
basically,
Pacers,
so basically, you're like me. I want my Dallas Mavs to win it, but obviously, you
just
gotta
being
love.
a realistic basketball fan, it's probably not going to happen. But I would absolutely love for my Pacers to win a championship during my lifetime. So,
I feel
but
like Pacers are gonna win during our lifetime. Like, and I feel like I'm not
oh
gonna be
no,
able to.
bro. I mean,
I'm not gonna be able to contact you that week because you'll be fucking throwing parties and shit. But
if the Pacers ever win a championship in our lifetimes, it probably would have been not a few years ago. This 7 years ago now. But when we made the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years in a row in 2013, 14, and
right.
14, that'll probably be the closest that we get for a while. But don't sleep on us, bro. This year we might make a little deep playoff run, especially if we're healthy.
All
These
right.
last
Well,
few playoff runs, we haven't been healthy.
don't sleep on my Mavs, man. I won't sleep on your Pacers. You don't sleep on the Mavs, bro. That's all I'm
bro,
saying.
like the West is so tough though. I can see the Pacers making a deep playoff run because it's the East. I can't. I
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
that's not fair though.
How is that not?
That's not
Can't,
fair, bro.
I can't control where my team is located at. Like,
Nah, bro, that's not fair, bro. Like, goodness gracious.
but the
I can see the
Lakers,
standings going like Lakers, Clippers, um, probably Nuggets, and then Mavs.
I can see that.
I
I can definitely see
don't
that.
sleep on my fourth seed.
But what if they end up having to play the Jazz or somebody like that?
They could. I feel like they could beat the Jazz.
They could beat the Jazz, but the Jazz could beat them.
Don't say that.
They could. I mean, like they could. Like I feel like that's a very even matchup. It's the Jazz and the Mavs.
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Don't
That's an
say that shit to me.
extremely. That's a very even matchup. That's just like uh Denver and Utah last year in the first round. That was a very even matchup. They
Yeah, but
obviously
okay,
went to 7 games.
but who got better fans though? All right
The
then.
Jazz, the Jazz or the Jazz or the Mavs.
Yes.
The Mavs, obviously.
All right then. Good. Good. All right. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Keep that racist shit out of here.
But at the same time, I feel like just because you have good fans don't mean anything. The Knicks have great fans. Look at them.
Do they?
Yes.
They got
They got
Stephen A.
the, they
Smith.
got the best black director of all time as their number one fan, Spike
I
Lee.
thought I thought he said that he was gonna stop being a fan, or that he was gonna
He said
stop
he was
going to
going to stop going to
games.
the games, but
Okay.
he's still a fan. I mean, he can't go to the games now anyway, so
Damn.
shout out to COVID.
So you have, so you want Pacers. So like me, you want Pacers, but
Obviously, I would love for the Pacers to win. I'm gonna be cheering them on all
my
year, all
goodness.
throughout the
Oh
playoffs
my
until we
goodness.
get knocked out of the playoffs. I'm cheering on my team.
First round again. All right.
I'll guarantee you right now that we're not losing first round.
Bet.
Yes, I'll bet you
Put five on it. Put five on it.
putting 5 on it right
Put
now.
five on it. All right. Good. First round. I'm calling it for a first round. And I hope it's the Heat again. And I really hope it's the Heat again. But all right, I'm gonna have to write that shit down. Put 5 on first round Pacers.
I'm gonna remember, bro. I don't need to. Like if we if we happen to lose first round, like I'm not gonna say nothing. But that's gonna be up to you.
Man, about to pay for some bag of chips and a brisk in the future.
You can take your girl on a date.
Yeah, take her to Subway with a $5 footlong. But so you have, so
Realistically,
object. I was about to say,
yeah,
realistically,
realistically, I have the Lakers
repeating.
and repeating, but my dark horse. So in the finals, it'll probably, well, I won't say it will probably, but in the finals, I have Lakers versus Bucks, and my dark horse is Boston, and I have the Lakers winning again.
I got Nets. I got Brooklyn Nets. I got KD winning another ring. Kyrie winning another ring. And my dark horse is the Miami Heat.
Crazy.
I want Mavericks, by the way. I want my Mavs. I want Luka to win his ring. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry when he wins his ring. They gonna love him like they love Dirk, bro. I swear to God.
And Dirk, one of the goats.
All right.
But
So you have Lakers, I got Nets. Is there anything else that we need?
I think that might be it for this bonus NBA episode. So, you got anything else before we hop off of here?
No. I once again wishing people happy holidays. Shout out once again to my sister from another family, Jess and Charles, for coming through. And yeah, just happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate. Have fun with it. Appreciate all the gifts that you will receive, and hopefully, I hope that people appreciate all the gifts that are given. And
I'll just end it with the same sentiment, I guess. I won't repeat everything you said, but have a very happy holidays. and be safe. It's still very, very bad out there. But um, if you made it to the end, we really appreciate the listen. And we will see you when we see you because this is a bonus episode and it's not canon to the show.
Go
So
ahead. Go ahead and leave in the comments who do you think is going to win MVP out of Jamal Murray and Danny Green.
if you made it to the end, tell us who you think will win MVP, defensive
And
player
why
of
is
the
it
year.
Jamal Murray or Danny Green or Dwight Howard?
If you made it to the end, tell
And
us in the
the real
comments
answer is Luka Doncic.
who you think is going to win MVP,
Out
who
of
you think is
Jamal
going to win
Murray,
most improved, defensive player of the year,
Danny Green,
rookie of the year, and the finals this year. We really appreciate the listen, and Jamal Murray is not going to win MVP. Sorry, Jamal Murray. Shout out to you though,
All right,
but you're a really
Danny
good player,
Green,
bro.
you're up,
But
bro.
stop it. All right,
3 rings.
take care. Be easy.